So this is what we worked on last night, guys. And I feel like we've still got some work to do, so we may as well finish this today. Coinbearer, thank you so much for the follow. Egg, yes, we've got Egg and Phoebes, right? Coinbearer, if you want to introduce yourself, please feel free to do so. I've lost my gouache now. So this is the previous one we did, and this is the different pose. So I'm slowly illustrating all my Humpty pages, trying to get them looking as consistent as I possibly can. Let's crack a sentient egg with the boys. Poor eggs, why do you want to be so mean? You know, why do you gotta be like that? So we started getting to the gouache stage. Not quite perfectly, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Bloody Spaghetti, thank you so much for the follow. Please sit down and join our vampire tea party. We're very happy to have you here. Eggs are sinister and plot the end of the times. We must end them. Well, that's what the seals reckon, right? And I feel like the seals are totally, totally correct. The seals know what they're doing. So maybe we should listen to the seals. Athena Wars, thank you so much for the follow. How are you today? Australia isn't real though. Why is Australia not real? Have you never been here before? Have you never looked at a map? So I do want to go slightly darker with this one, with his face particularly, because he's just looking a little too pale, you know? Like I know he's freaked out and, he's just got the life scared out of him, but I do feel like he's just a little too pale still. So we are going to make him really less pale. It's a very proper Aussie accent, to be honest. It's all paid actors fooling us into believing in a mystical Australian land. Yeah. Exactly. It's not real, right? It's not real. So I don't want to go pink, but let us hope that I have the right tone available. I feel like we're so close with him, like he barely needs another layer, but I think this one is just gonna bring him to life, give him that little bit of color that he needs. And I'm already feeling like it was worth it. There we go. So much happier, guys. Neko, reveal yourself. You know I'm really from Neptune. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for duping you guys. You're lucky you even caught the stream. You woke up early somehow. Hello, Drago. It was so awesome to raid you last night. How did the rest of your stream go? I'm sorry I had to leave early, but it got late for me. At least you can cross off Freaker City as a viable option to find your seal mate. Gotta stick to the local waters to do your fishing. Well, that sounds great. That sounds great. What's my favorite kind of bird? My favorite kind of bird is a parrot, and it's the hyacinth macaw. So it's the largest parrot there is, and unfortunately they're also a little bit endangered, so I'll probably never get to have one. But you know, everybody has a dream. Do I like sealed friends? I do, I do. It was super late for me. You went super well, thank you. It was a rocky start, but you got into it quickly. Well, it can be so hard, right? After not streaming for so long. I know, because I took a break for 2 weeks, and when I got back, I felt like, you know, when you're streaming, it sort of talks through everything you're doing, but when you're just on your own, you don't really do that. So it's really hard to go from like drawing on your own to switching back into voicing and vocalizing what you're actually doing. What was the seal that I looked at the other day? Oh, Sendo, it's the harp seal. You can't hear me now? How come you can't hear me now? I feel like the mic's still working, Dover. It should still be working. Oh, is it just breaking up? I'm sorry. I don't know why that's happening. Hang on, let me see if there's something I can do about that. I feel like Streamlabs is just so laggy lately. I don't know why. It's definitely a big curve to get back into. You really should have done a practice stream to warm up into it. Yeah, I can imagine, like, you know, going into doing a raid train after not streaming for so long can be rough. I'm so sorry, guys. It looks like Streamlabs is just frozen for me again, so I hope it's still streaming. But yeah, we'll see if it stops freezing, if I can fix the mic issue. So I feel like I want to add just a little bit more pink. Drago, thank you so much for the host. Really, really appreciate that. Oh, there we go. It stopped freezing, guys. It stopped freezing on me, finally. Except... Alright, let me try what I did last time. So last time I switched over to a normal mic. Is that better? Is the sound not as chopped up or whatever it was before? What type of characteristics are your favorite? Back with a bang, you suppose? Yeah. Well, I feel like sometimes it's good to do that. You know, sometimes it's helpful to sort of kickstart yourself into it, like really get at it. And it is definitely helpful to have a lot of viewers when you're streaming, even though, you know, it can be overwhelming as well. My alert animations are fantastic, by the way, and my overlay in general is so cool. Thank you, Drago. Thank you. I love your plushie, Drago. You have such a cute wolf plushie. So adorable. Will that have to have the neck rolls since nice and squishy and a uniform shaped body? I agree, Sendo. That's like the ideal seal body. It's like, right? You gotta have that round plumpness and you gotta have this ball, like pretty much no head and just like a round ball. I agree. Thank you for following Art of Brie. Really appreciate that. Please sit down and join our vampire tea party and you can introduce yourself if you like. Guys, can you guys name a bunch of different seals? We're gonna have a seal poll. I want to do a seal poll and see what is everybody's favorite type of seal. So mine is obviously the harp seal. Vampire tea party, that sounds perfect. Well, right up your alley then, right? Are you an artist yourself as well? You went home and brought him up a couple weeks ago because you needed something to hug. Your room was a little too work-focused rather than a bedroom. I can imagine. Plushies are the best for that, right? This is a paradise you didn't know was possible. A deal seal. Only real names, guys. Only real names. You just like dance, art, and tea. Well, we've got vampire tea right and ready for you. Harbour seal because of Agu and Hiyori, the two finest seals. What are Agu and Hiyori? Are they anime seals? So like, okay, we've got harp seal, guys. We've got harbour seals. What other kinds of seals do we get? What are some other kinds of seals? Thought you guys are the seal experts. Now I've got to do all the Googling myself. Do sea lions count? Are sea lions different from seals? What's the difference? I'm not sure. I feel like they're seals. Aren't they seals too? Navy seals don't count. No humans, sorry. They are two Japanese seals that live in sanctuary and slap their bellies for fish. That is so cute. Oh, sea lions can walk on land, like with their arm flippers. I was thinking there's a difference, Fuego. Okay, well, we can put them in as well. Let's do sea lions. Because I was looking at that the other day, and there were these really fat ones that could barely, like, walk on land. And, yeah, elephant seal, that counts. Oh, there we go. Mediterranean monk seal. Alright. I only got, like, 5 spots. So I'll have to put like, I'll have to make it shorter. What do monk seals look like? Oh gosh, they're cute. They're so cute, and they're endangered. But I feel like we need one that's a little different. So let's go with the leopard seal. Let's do that. You type them in reversed ranked order. This is the hardest poll ever. Well, get ready, Sendo. Get ready. They are the best. Well, you gotta post a video then, Sendo. Okay, guys, I'm giving you 10 minutes for this one. Alright? 10 minutes to tell us what is the cutest seal. And you guys have got to decide. So we got like 5 to choose from. And we'll see. Did I see the ribbon seal? Let me have a look at the ribbon seal. Oh, wow. Bree, they are so cool. Guys, if you haven't seen the ribbon seal, this is unreal. I have to draw this. I have to draw this. This is insanely beautiful. That's crazy. It doesn't even look natural. Like, it looks like it's been tattooed or something. You'll send me a bunch of seals later. Well, thank you. Thank you, Sendo. We're all seal fans now. Of course we are. This is like seal stream. Oh gosh, guys. I just saw something that everybody is gonna want to do. I'm gonna share a link. Who doesn't want to hug a seal? I mean, look at that. Just look how fun that would be. It's so fluffy and so cute. You're a fan now? Well, who isn't, right? Who isn't? The ribbon seal looks like a cute, adorable penguin seal. They're insanely beautiful, yeah. So I'm gonna put my vote in because I know what I love. But yeah, guys, Google those seals and let us know what is your vote for your favorite and cutest seal. You're like the Pope, just making more seal followers, aren't you? You would also like to hug that seal. Who wouldn't, right? Who wouldn't? That is just life, right? It is cute. It is cute. Drago, what's going to be your next piece that you're working on? Did you finish the one you worked on your stream last night? Well, I guess it was daytime for you, but you know. It wasn't exactly daytime for me. Do you guys think he has enough blushy cheeks, or do I need to give him more blushy cheeks? I don't want to overdo it, but yeah, I feel like it's probably enough, right? You're loyal seal children. You're making seal followers everywhere, Sendo. What's your favorite marine animal and why is it a seal? Are you talking to Sendo? I reckon if I had to decide, it would be a seal. Like, cause like, what are those other? What are those things that look like seals again that um they live in fresh water but they're not seals? Come on, how did I forget their names? Uh People thought they were mermaids. Help me out, guys. They live in fresh water. They look like seals, but they can't live in salt water, and they're mammals as well. Elephant seals are pretty darn scary looking. They can be, yeah. You don't want to cross an elephant seal ever. They're not sea otters, no. They look like seals, pretty much. They've got like fins and, they're very endangered. Manatees, yeah, manatees. I love those, but I don't feel like they count as marine animals because they can't be in salt water. I love narwhals too. You have 4 characters that you want to put into a key art illustration. Originally that was what you were gonna do yesterday, but you just couldn't settle on a composition. That's intense. Like composing 4 characters, yeah, that can be so tricky. I feel like you need a lot of time for that, and a 2-hour stream just isn't enough time for that. Yeah, Manatee, the mermaid fact prompted you. Narwhals are sick looking, a real life sea unicorn. I know, I know. Narwhals are sea paladins with a built-in lens. Well, that's what makes them scary. I feel like that, like, narwhals are manatees, but with a unicorn horn. Narwhals are really cool, but you think your fave might be the octopus. Like, they're so insanely clever. I forgot about that. Yeah. I love those so much. You're totally right. How could we forget about the octopus? How are we going on the poll, guys? So far, it's harp seals in the lead. We've got 6 people voting for harp seal. Nobody seems to feel like elephant seals are in the lead. We've got 2 for leopard seals. Guys, are you aware that leopard seals are more terrifying than elephant seals? Have you ever seen how big they are? They are crazy scary. They are like, they are literally leopard seals. Like their name describes them. I feel like you guys missed voting. Like, how can you be more scared of elephant seals? You remember doing a report on them in 5th grade? Which ones? Elephant seals or narwhals? Who's making Sendo fan art? You would like 1 cuttlefish, please. I like cuttlefish too, but I prefer octopuses. Octopi, I guess, is the correct term. Anyone for the immortal jellyfish? I don't know. I don't know. Those look scary, Dover. Manatees was saying they can live in salt water too. Really? I did not know that. Can you imagine a seal themed fan art of you? Unreal. You would be shocked. Well, guys, if you want to join in on our Patreon drawing thing, we are going to start a community drawing this month. So I'll share my Patreon account with you guys. So what the community drawing will be is we have a huge drawing. It's going to be like A3 in size eventually, if enough people join in. And then every person who pledges on my Patreon account can choose a character to add to that drawing. So if you guys would like to join in and add a bunch of seals, that's up to you. If you want to add like your favorite marine animals, you can do that too. But yeah, basically every patron gets to add a character to the drawing. The cutest octopus gotta be the Dumbo octopus. I know, it's so cute. You guess Dumbo is a no-no word. No, that's fine, it's so cute. It is essentially a Disney word. I know, right? Why would it be offensive? It's so crazy. Some of these terms that, get blocked are so ridiculous. What is the no-no word? You missed hearing it. Apparently it's Dumbo. We're not allowed to talk about Disney on here. Supposedly. But that's okay, Dover fixed it for us, so... we can now talk about Dumbo all we want. The baby elephant with big ears. Yeah, exactly. It can be used as an insult, you guess. But seriously though, like who would be insulted by being called something as cute as Dumbo? I don't think I'd mind, even if it meant people thought I was dumb. At least I get to sound cute like a baby elephant, you know? I guess that was the original intent of the name, like them naming him Dumbo was supposed to be insulting for him. Humpty looks so 3D, really well done, thank you. The stripes even look shiny. Well, that's because I made them darker at the bottoms and the tops, and I left certain areas a little lighter. Masala Art, thank you so much for the follow. And you too, what's the difference? I feel like I'm missing so many people following today. You missed my notification. No worries, Elamar. How are you today? Sea lions are like little puppies. One's chilled with you and the entire lineup while surfing. The little guy got really close to your surfboards, but he wouldn't let you pet him. The whole thing was super awesome. Daniel, that is so cute. Did you take a video of it or not really? I bet like some of those moments are really hard to capture and you just want to experience it before you lose it. No worries, what's the difference? Whereabouts are you from? Following for great content and seals, exactly. This is a seal content stream, right? That's why when we go offline, we host Marine Mammal Rescue, one of the most awesome streams on Twitch. And they support animals as well. So if you guys aren't aware, I feel like I need an on-command shout out for them. There we go. If you guys aren't familiar with Marine Mammal Rescue, that account is so cute. Go follow it. I put it on just like throughout the day. Like, it's really awesome when you just want to relax and, you know, you're not really in the mood to listen to people all the time. Some of us sometimes get those moments where we just want to look at cute animals being cute, right? And that is a long live stream of quality content. And they support animals. You miss the ocean. You follow Marine Mammal Rescue channel. They are cute. They so are. I just wish they would put like more plants in for them. I feel like the poor, you know, the poor otters, like they probably don't care. And I reckon they're doing it for like, cleaning reasons. I reckon it's a lot harder when you've got plants to keep it properly clean. But I just think it will look so much nicer with like some greenery, some trees and stuff. Not just for the viewers, but maybe for the seals too. But yeah, all subs on their channel goes to, you know, conservation efforts, so that's really cool. As it should be, you know, it's them doing the live streaming, so they should be the ones earning the funds, right? Yeah, some enrichment. Well, they do have a lot of toys that they play with already. They do. They love the water. What sort of pencils? So, Dover just shared my information about my tools, my pencils. So this here is my Draftmatic one from Elvin. And what I love about these pencils is the tips don't ever wobble. Like, no matter how long you've drawn with them, they don't wobble. They're so nice to draw with. So this is a 0.3 millimeter one. I also have brass pencils from Kawiko that are really, really nice as well. They used to be shinier, but they don't really stay super shiny. You're very welcome, What's a Difference? Do you like to sketch with pencils as well? Is that your favorite medium? Yeah, you like coloured pencils. And very fine point black markers too. I don't think I work with coloured pencils very much. Like they're so versatile and they're so cool to work with, but I don't think that I work with them all that often. Humpty's face is slowly coming to life, guys. I think I'm gonna turn down the heater because it's getting so warm in here. It's already super cozy. You need to work with colored pencils more often. So is digital art your preferred medium, Jago? It used to be mine. Do you guys want to look at some of my older work? It's on DeviantArt. That's the kind of work I used to do digitally. But I don't know. I missed being able to mess with traditional paint and just feel more connected with art. And I feel like when I'm painting, it doesn't feel like work. Whereas with digital art, it can sort of feel like design work, I guess, and reminded me too much of my design job and felt too clinical, so I slowly moved away from it. Not that digital art is clinical, you know, there's so many amazing artists out there who use it in such a creative way. I used to fangirl over Lorish so hard. She was my artist role model at some point. I still love her work, but my style has just kind of changed a lot from that point. And I guess my appreciation for art has just changed a lot as well. Like, the things that I want from art are no longer the same. As this is a vampire tea party, what is my favorite vampire movie or book? I actually haven't watched that many vampire movies and I don't read books, Daniel, so if you have some good recommendations, let me know. I don't watch all that much TV either. I feel like I just spend all my time gaming or drawing, and that's about it. So can't really say that I have many great suggestions. You think so, but you really like watercolor as well and gouache. You just don't practice it enough. Well, that makes sense. You love the subtlety of that pink aura. Thank you, thank you. We're gonna add clouds soon. So once the clouds are in, it's gonna look amazing. It's really gonna break up this sort of circular look and make it look, yeah, just a little bit more fleshed out, I guess. You want to learn those, Drago? What do you mean, digital art? You definitely appreciate the sentiment. Digital art does sometimes feel too much like work for you. I feel like a lot of digital artists say that, Drago. Just because like a lot of digital artists are also designers and a lot of photoshopping gets done in the same way, so you end up feeling like you're working and not arting. You're just starting to get really into practicing watercolor and gouache. You love what can be done with them, but you are still learning the basics. Well, take your time because watercolor is very, very complex. And there are so many different ways that you can use it as well, so, you know, finding your style within that is also a challenge. Okay, so time to add the clouds, guys. You think you might start up a DeviantArt account again soon. You left a while ago before the big overhaul and apparently it's good now? What big overhaul do you mean? I don't trust DeviantArt, Drago, because there's a lot of art theft. There's a lot of 13-year-olds that are trying to make quick fame off DeviantArt and are stealing people's work, and DeviantArt is not exactly doing much about it. So I don't know. Most of the like more proficient artists have all moved to Instagram and other mediums, other platforms, because, well, even if you contact them, unless you're like a super famous artist that they support or sponsor, I don't know. I don't feel like they're gonna do much for you, but maybe it's changed. Maybe it's different now. That's just bad rep that I heard a long time ago from back when I was really active there. And so I've stopped posting my work there entirely just because, well, it's very time consuming to post everywhere. DeviantArt doesn't have like an easy repost feature. So that's one reason. And the other reason is I don't want to support a platform that doesn't, like, it says it's for artists and doesn't take art theft seriously. But like I said, it may have changed by now. So if that is the case, then that's really amazing. Innocent Blood was a fun movie. Let me add that to my list. I'll have to check that one out. A French vampire in America. Ooh. Sounds interesting. You think you might start up. Oh, Humpty got a glow. He did. He's looking a lot better. Actually, Humpty Dumpty is amazed by your beauty. That's why he got those impressions. Well, he's looking a little bit better with some makeup, isn't he? Like, they're looking pretty consistent. They are. You only have one recommendation. Interview with the Vampire with Brad Pitt. Interview with the Vampire. Oh, is that like the title of the movie? Really? How do I not know about this? Cool. Well, thank you guys. Nosferatu. I've heard of that one. Yeah. I do need to see that one because that's a classic. Definitely worth having a go. The OG vampire movie, it was super scary when you were a child. You really appreciate that. Being patient with yourself is not easy. I know, it's true, but watercolor requires a lot of patience. So if you're going to try and manage watercolor, you have to give it time because not only does the paint need to dry to get a certain effect, but you have to put a lot of thought into pre-planning everything. You can't just like go as you do with acrylics and, you know, oils as well, where you just lay down paint exactly how you want to in the moment. Like, watercolors are not really suited for that. Courageous Creatives, thank you for the follow. You thought the 13-year-old thieves had moved on, but yeah, when you used to use it, you really didn't like the community. It just became a bit cursed and it's not easy to get noticed either. Exactly, and I don't feel like much has changed, Drago. Like, I love what they do with the platform. They have really good, like, things set up for it. Like, I love the way that artists can blog on there and a bunch of other things that artists really can't do anywhere else. And it also doesn't feel as clinical as ArtStation. But yeah, unfortunately, you are dealing with a lot of very immature people that have no idea what, you know, art theft is and don't really care because they're just like trying to get famous on the platform. But yeah, they won't get very far because the art world is very small. So if you're going to try and like steal other people's work to make a name for yourself, you're just gonna curse yourself in the long run because people will notice. People do. And not only will the other artists' supporters like give you bad rep, but other people who then like stumble upon that story are going to know that you're not the original creator, and in the long run it's just going to do a lot of damage to your name as an artist. So don't do that. Nosferatu is from 1922. You knew it was old, but it's like almost 100 years old. That's definitely a classic then. Innocent Blood stars and Paralod of La Femme Nikita movie. I don't know who that is. Interview with the Vampire is based off the Anne Rice novels. Her first book had the same name. You didn't realize how small the art world was till you joined Twitch. I know, and then you really start noticing. Lovely drawing, very new to Twitch and looking for artists and art. Hopping off now, cheers. Well, thank you, Courageous Creatives. Thank you for stopping by and following. Like in the movie Big Eyes, which is based on a true story, he pretended he was the artist, then a judge asked him to paint in front of him. That was hilarious, and that's a true story. I watched that thing. It's so sad, but yeah, it's also hilarious. So basically, it's about the real story of, what's her name again? Keen. No, his name was Keen. I forgot what her name was again. But it's about a woman who painted characters with like pretty big eyes, and the husband started putting his name, like painting his name onto the paintings. And originally she didn't really mind that much, But then he started publicly taking credit for it, and she wasn't super happy about it, but he explained that he was doing like the marketing of it, and so it was only fair that he also received credit for the work. And later they started having marriage problems, and so things got a little harder. She also felt really bad that her daughter never got to realize that she was the one painting. Like, he locked her up in a room and her daughter was never allowed to even go inside. And then one day her daughter found out that she was actually the one behind all the paintings, and she was just incredibly sad for her mum that had to hide it all that time. So it's a really sad story. But yeah, then eventually I think they filed a lawsuit, and when they got to court, the only way that they could prove who did the paintings was to have both artists paint in front of the court. And he claimed that he had an arm injury that day, so it was like the lamest excuse. But yeah, she was like, he had to pay back millions of dollars because her art got super famous and popular. Not the greatest deal, you know? In the long run, it's gonna just bite you. Margaret Keane, she still uses it, you think? Oh, she still uses the surname? Okay. Thank you for the follow, Kirshi. Or Kirshi. Please sit down and join our vampire tea party. We're very happy to have you here. Blah, thank you for the follow. She divorced him and you think lives... Yeah, she lives in Hawaii. She still paints last you looked and is doing well. Oh, she's still alive? It's the name she was famous under. Yeah, Margaret Keane definitely was. That makes sense why you'd keep a name, even with such, like, bad connotations. But yeah, definitely a great movie to watch if you're an artist and you're, like, wanting to know a little bit more about the history. Obviously, I don't know how true to, you know, true to the facts that story was. I'm sure they tried their best to make it as true as possible, but it's always hard to know with movies. Okay, where's my gouache? Because I need to bring the little nose highlight up. It did seem odd that the only last name was used, like, what the full psychology of the couple was. Yeah, exactly. You don't know, and like, it is hard to know how much was like completely true. Like, did she actually help them make the movie? How accurate was it? And obviously it's also then her retelling of that. So, you know, but the point still stands. He must have done something for her to have sued him over copyright. As her husband, it's just like, still, there's no way he could have been completely innocent. You recall a magazine article around the time of the trial. The movie had more detail, but he sounded bad. Yeah, well, exactly. Like that's sort of what I mean. Like how many of the incidents they portrayed in the movie, like he was shown to be physically violent as well, and a bunch of those things. Like, did he actually lock her up in a room? All those things. How true were those things in the movie? So it's really hard to know. You'd hope they made it accurate, but you know, sometimes they like to change a movie so that it's more impactful. And I don't know how true that movie would have been. Yeah, you'll never know. That's the thing, like, so what I'm saying is it's great for, you know, understanding a little bit of context, but you can't take everything in the movie and think that that's what happened, because it's a movie. And so it's really hard to know how much of it was actually true, you know? She's 93 today. Oh, wow. Well, currently, not today. That's awesome. I did not know she was still alive. You brought a Keen Ballerina print a couple of years prior to the film. Didn't expect there to be more to it. You liked it for the overly unique content. Yeah. Like, she definitely has a very unique thing going. And that's why her art was so popular, right? She's changed her style, somewhat less exaggerated. Okay. You had Harlequin prints, you'd think gig, not sure. There were a lot of knockoffs at the time. I bet there were, yeah. Like, just create others, like, similar, but don't create, like, a copy of it. Yeah. Not cool. Well, I am pretty happy with the result of Humpty. I think we've done both of them fairly similar, guys. Probably one thing that I feel is slightly off about him is the blueness. So I may just try and adjust the blue and um, get it a little bit more green. Let us hope I don't mess the whole thing up, but we should be all good. Also, it would be helpful to have it just that little bit darker because the other one is looking slightly more saturated than this one. So if I can do that, that would be amazing. Alright. It's still so fresh. I don't get it. Like, maybe to you guys, I don't know if you guys can see the difference on my cameras. Because my cameras are so terrible sometimes, but I do feel like this is a much fresher blue than this one, and I don't know what I did to get the other one so blue. Maybe did I mix some green? I don't know. Maybe I did. Maybe let's try some of the green added. reckon that's it. Look at that. That is definitely getting us there, guys. It needed some green, who would have thought? There. Much closer. Much closer. Do I call that egg Humpty Dumpty, or did Google lie? No, I do call it Humpty. The spaces between the stripes are wider, so maybe there's more blue showing on it. Yeah, that's true. I didn't even realize that. That's very, maybe that's why your name's called What's the Difference, because you're so good at spotting the difference. That's definitely very true. That is much closer. Yeah, it's definitely gotten closer. I feel like it's still slightly fresher, but I don't want to mess too much, like, you know. It's fixed now, you think. Yeah, I feel like it's good now. Not too much that I need to try and change. Yeah, definitely super nice. So the next one, guys, is gonna be, hang on, I'll show you what it looks like. The next pose of Humpty is gonna be this guy. So pretty soon we're gonna start coloring him. And then we've got our first 3 character designs done in watercolors. So pretty exciting. I'm also going to place an order fairly soon for some very large watercolor sheets of Humpty. And that way we can start doing full spreads. Came in Russian translation. His name is close to Sway Chat? Sway Chat? What does that mean? Okay guys, so it is about end of stream time for me because I've done 2 drawings today, kind of wrapped up one of them. We'll maybe have better luck finishing the other one tomorrow. I'll show you guys. So hopefully tomorrow we can do a better job with this one because we had a lot of paper tearing happen and unfortunately that wasn't the greatest. So tomorrow I'm gonna try and do this again and see if we, can do a better job. But yeah, we finished Humpty, so at least that's that, But yeah, guys, before I go, I just want to remind you guys of my, I'm going to be doing a community drawing on Patreon, so I'll send the link in chat. So basically, I'm going to have a stream where we draw all of you guys' characters together. So if you want to pledge to Patreon and join our community drawing, basically what that means is we will draw 1 character for each of you guys on a full piece of paper together. And at the end of it, we'll hopefully have a pretty cool piece of art. One that all of you guys have contributed to together. Annabelle, hello! Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate that. So if you guys could please drop me a follow on Instagram or basically Twitter, any of the socials that you have, that would be super awesome. But yeah, we are about to raid, guys. So I've had a bit of a look. I do want to raid someone who's doing traditional art. So going down the list, I feel like probably the best place to go would be Chloe. There's also Anna Marie who's doing a sculpted Cocker Spaniel. If you guys would like to go there, we do raid Chloe quite often. So if you guys would rather go to Anna Marie and check out the doggo, that could be pretty cool too. But I feel like those are probably the best places to send you guys. Like going down the list and looking up cool art, I feel like those are my top 2 picks. So thanks. Yeah, basically guys, can you copy and paste the message that Dover just shared? Basically what we do is we all share that message when we raid, and that way they know which of us have raided. No worries, Yugimi, thank you so much. You too. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed your time here, What's the Difference? Thank you. So yeah, let us go raid. Who do we choose? Guys, who do we choose? Do we go with Chloe, who's doing a sketch of Tris Marigold, or do we watch Anna Marie finishing a Cocker Spaniel? What would you guys rather look at? You want to go with Chloe? Sounds different. Alright. Well, let us go with Chloe then. Maybe Anna Marie this time? Well, I kind of agree, Dover, because, yeah, either are fine. We can raid Chloe tomorrow, because Chloe's on every day. I've not really had the chance to raid Anna Marie, so let us raid Anna Marie. And let's go look at the beautiful Cocker Spaniel doggo. They're super awesome. You guys are gonna enjoy it. Thank you for the follow. Oh, thank you for the resub, Robin. I didn't know you were here. Goodbye. I hope you had a good time. I'll see you tomorrow, Robin. Basically, guys, let us raid. Yeah, you made it just at the end.